Yo, what's up guys? This is Captain Daniel Kim. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about how to never get rejected. That sounds amazing, right? Well, here's the truth. This wasn't a clickbait, it's the honest truth, okay? Let me first do a story though. So I got rejected. Not only once, not only twice, and there's a possible third today, because I did message her about hanging out today just now. Basically, we'll see, right? She said she'll figure out what happens after dinner, but whatever. But the issue is, even if she says no and I don't see each other, I'll probably never message her again. I'll probably never try to go out and meet her again. Why? That's a rejection, right, Danny? That's a rejection. You're officially rejected. She didn't want to see you. You're done, right? Or am I? So back in the day, when we first tried to meet girls, right? When we first started to go out and meet girls, right? You would go out to the bar, go out to the club, whatever, or maybe on the street you ask a girl, you would just get their number. And you would talk to them, get their number, and usually, we all know this, right? The number either ghosts you or flakes you or sets a date. So there's always three possibilities, right? Either it was a real number and she ghosts you, or it's a real number and she flakes on the date, even though you set up a date, or it's a solid number and you go on a date with her, right? So that was back in the day strategy. Nowadays, we usually exchange what? Social media, Instagram, whatever. So with this girl, right? I did ask her out 2 times and a third. So I always tell my clients and myself, 3 strikes and you're out. It doesn't mean that I'm out completely. What does that mean? So here, this is the truth. Right now, she probably doesn't find me attractive enough, doesn't see value enough in me for her to come out. Why? Did I have a chance to really talk to her? No, that's probably the first case. We haven't really connected. I haven't really got a chance to show her my personality, blah, blah, blah. But there's another thing is maybe just I'm not physically her type, which is true, right? That issue is with a lot of us, right? We're not the best looking guys. We're probably not the most attractive guys, or we're not maybe her type of guys that you usually date. So this girl, I would say, is pretty attractive, right? Physically. And she does have similar kind of likes that I do, like she likes to work out and stuff. But right now, she's in her prime. What do I mean by that? So she's, I believe, 23 years old, and most women, their prime is from 21 to 27. And okay, whoever gets offended by this is what I mean. A look, right? Here's the thing: a beautiful woman is one of the most powerful beings in the world, right? It's like superpowers, right? If you're truly beautiful and you're in your prime from like 21 to probably like 28, 27, 21 to 27, depending on how you age. Like, you're in your prime. You could pretty much get everything in the world, get access to everything in the world, get something for free. And I actually found out from this girl today how much free stuff you can get. It's crazy, right? Especially if it's like guys. It's guys, simps, who basically give these girls everything for free. Which is fine, right? That's just the world we live in, right? That's the only game that these guys learn is like, hey, get super successful and now give out your success for free, spend money, whatever, blah, blah. So this girl at this moment in her life is in her prime. And, I could either take the hit on my ego and be like, man, like, I can't get this girl. So I could keep trying, right? I could keep asking her out and keep trying to ask her out. But at some point, I always say the number of 3. At some point, I have to let it go. So what I say is, and this is true, this is why I'll never get rejected. And I truly believe this because I have examples that I'll give you. She is rejecting me now because she's not attracted to me yet, right? So she's rejecting me now, the Daniel I am now, but she's not rejecting me, the me in the future. And what do I mean by this? So if you're watching this, you're a man who's willing to grow every single day, be 1% every day, and in 100 days you'll be better if you want 1%. But that's growth, right? As a man, you need to be growing every single day. You need to truly strive for the best version of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the above, right? And if you do that, a man, our prime is endless, right? Because if you truly work on yourself as a man, unless you become 80 or 90 years old, but now with all these medical stuff, like most women date above anyways. Most women date older. Right? There's a reason for that because men do mature a little bit later. But if you're progressing every single year or every single month and you become more attractive as a man, because men are attractive in multiple variables. It's not just physical attraction. If the girl just looks at physical attraction, trust me, she's probably not going to go too far in terms of dating because, especially beautiful women don't look at just at hot guys. Why? because they have so much options, right? A beautiful woman can literally have the pick of anything. Like she literally can have any guy she wants. She could have a rich guy who's handsome, have a rich guy who's famous. She could have blah blah blah, right? She's truly gorgeous, right? I'm telling you, that's just a girl, beautiful girl's life. She is in the peak of her life. Like she can get whatever she wants usually if she's beautiful and she's marketing herself well on social media, or she really is using her assets, I guess you could say. So what I mean by is how I can never get rejected is because now she's on my social media, right? And the power of the social media, and you guys are like, oh, what's the point of Instagram? I'm not an influencer like you did. I'm not trying to talk about influencer, all this stuff. I'm just talking about knowing how to market yourself as you get better. So as your life progresses, let's say you travel the world more, you become more financially secure. Obviously, you don't have to keep posting Rolex pictures or whatever, your new car pictures. But let's say you keep progressing and you become a better man, right? Ideally, you want to become the man that you want to be, that you feel like is your ideal version of yourself. Or if you really think this girl is the one, then you could become the man that she wants, right? I disagree with that. I personally think you should become the man you should, because this is the funny thing about women, right? So this girl right now, she's 23, she's in a peak prime. Eventually, as she gets older, I get older, I'm hoping her, like other values go with her personality, whatever, but like her, and this is what I've learned about modeling, right? Most models fall apart around 28. Like, real talk, like if you hit 30 as a girl model, your career is probably over if you haven't made it into like the big fashion industry. And it's just how it is, because think about me, I'm in my 30s modeling right now in Thailand, and I realize even as a guy, like the only thing that's going for me that's really being these guys is I just have a better body than them. At least I could work on that. But the face, all the wrinkles, whatever I got, like I can't compete with that. They just look younger. Like I remember when this guy showed hungover to a casting, and I slept early, prepared for it, and he still got the job. You just can't compete with youth. It's just how it is, right? And women know that better than us. Trust me. Every woman knows that their time is ticking in terms of physical beauty. So their physical value is going to dwindle no matter what. And girls know that. They just know that. So this girl who's in her peak of her prime, eventually, her physical value will go down and she'll know that, right? And what I realize is, yes, I might not be able to, attract her right now, but in the future, she might be attracted to me. And how I do this is keep her in the social media connection, right? If I keep in touch with her in terms of just social media, we just talk here and there, but nothing too big. It's just like, oh, you're in LA, cool. Eventually, because I had these things where I had girls who like rejected me when I had a girl who rejected me. She dated like a famous baseball star in Korea, right? And she rejected me straight up, ghosted me and everything. And last year, 2 years ago, it was like 4 years since we even talked. She actually reached out to me, and we actually dated for a little bit. That's what I'm saying. It's like with social media now, because she saw me from a long time ago and she saw my growth as a man, how I became more attractive, she reached out to me. And I think she found me on like a dating app or something, and then she looked at my Instagram personally. And what I remember specifically, she blocked me too. So that's funny that she went out of her way to unblock me or somehow like that and reach out to me, which as guys, when a girl blocks you, it's over, right? So that is another tip, by the way. Do not get to the point where you become so needy, you ask her so much that you get blocked. Like 3 strikes, stop, right? After she says no to you 3 times about hanging out and all that stuff, like let it go. Just be in just contact with her here and there, but just Instagram friends. Pretty much just be social media friends for a bit. And the biggest thing is don't be friends to her. Don't hang out just to hang out. That's huge. Because a lot of guys mess this up. They're like, okay, so you're telling me after 3 strikes, say it's just friend zone or all that stuff. Yeah, but don't actually become a friend, because you're not being true to yourself. You actually want her to be a girl that you're dating. So just be like very casual acquaintances, but do not go out of your way. Like do not be the simp who tries to take care of her if she needs a need. Like don't do that shit. Like as much as you think like that'll help, no it won't. Because she's not attracted to you as a man right now. And that's why she said no to you. So you have to wait until you become attractive enough for you to be attracted to her, for her to say yes to come out. But here's another fun fact. Another thing I would do is don't give so much meaning on that girl. So right now, this girl, I think for a long time, it's the first time I really found a girl attractive physically, but also in her lifestyle, right? Oh, she goes to the gym, she does a similar work like mine, she seems like this, she has this good vibe. And I feel like I was putting on her like up there. She's like all these qualities that I actually want, but I don't even know her, right? It's just an image that she portrays on social media. It's what I think of her. It's the drawing I put on her, And I realized like I'm the one who puts a meaningful, like she's something different from any other girls I dated, which is always ends up being BS. It always ends up being she's just like every other girl in her own way. She's special in her way, but she's not this amazing girl I thought. No girl is, and no, you should never put a girl. So what I would actually happen is, let's say you don't get this girl, because I know some of you are like, but I want to get her in her prime. I want to get her when she's the most beautiful. I want to get her when she's young. But the fun fact is, what happens is when you actually become a better man, right? When you actually develop yourself, you become more attractive. What happens is that you actually start attracting different women, right? Or you can actually you're attractive to other women. So this girl, like I said, she's gonna age, and then all of a sudden, because you're more attractive, now you could date younger girls who maybe have similar vibes, like obviously don't look the same, they're not the same person, but similar energy, similar whatever, and you're attracting those girls. So you can actually do, quote unquote better. And I'm not saying that as like to be bitter. I'm not bitter. I actually would love to date her right now, go on at least one date and see what she's about. But I'm just saying is like, I realized, she might be a great girl, by the way. And honestly, like, it'll be nice to, she messaged me saying we hang out for dessert. But real talk, like, it's okay if she does it. A little bit, a part of me felt like I was rejected, but it's my own BS story, right? I'm thinking she's rejecting me, or it's just she has her reason. She has her own personal reason. Maybe she's just going through something. Maybe she has her own reason not to go on a date with me. Maybe it has nothing to do with me. I don't know. I'm not trying to be overly positive. Maybe it is me. She's not attracted to me, right? But there's one thing you can control is how you do that, right? So how you react or respond to that. So you could react and be like, oh, woe is me, and do nothing about it. Or, okay, cool, she's not attracted to me now. I'm not gonna act needy. I'm not gonna lessen my worth as a man and keep chasing her. After 3, you stop. After 3 times you ask her out, you stop, right? After 3 times you pretty much attempt, no more. Now you have to just become a better man. I recommend that you just become the best man you can be, not what she wants. Don't like figure out what she wants and try to be the man she is, because here's the thing. A lot of these girls that hurt me in the past, like, or I thought was the one-eyed, I don't even really remember, and they always somehow come back. Yeah, trust me, like, there's so many examples I could just go on rant on this video about it, but they always somehow come back, they always reach out to you. It always happens, because for me, my status, my fame, my financial, my looks, all have improved. And if you keep doing that, if you reach your physical peak, if you reach your financial peak, if you reach your emotional peak, you reach your everything, like, there's no way these girls won't want you, right? And right now, let's say some of you guys are just wondering, maybe you didn't even know about this, right? Know about emotional intelligence, game, career, whatever. If you're just like, yo, but I'm not even there. I'm not even the best version of me. But maybe that's a wake-up call, right? Because if you're not improving yourself every single day, right? Think about it. Why would a girl in her prime, like all of you guys want beautiful girls, every student that comes to me, I want higher quality girls, I want beautiful girls. Why would she go for you? Like, especially in this competitive world now, right? Because now women have access to every guy in the world through social media and online and everything like that, right? So she has, especially a beautiful girl in her prime, 21 to 27, like she has the best, like every guy wants her. Before, she had to also go out to meet guys, but now she could stay in her room and have guys messaging her constantly, all right? So why would she go out of the way to date you, who hasn't progressed, who hasn't become attractive, and just right now she's not attracted to you? So the only way you could get a girl like that is you have to become more attractive in all aspects of attraction and confidence. That's the only way. And I realized that in myself, even me, who has been doing this for almost 10 years, realized this girl at this moment does not find me attractive. Yes, I could game her, right? Or I could talk to her stuff. But the issue is I'm not getting a chance to even go one-on-one. Like, I had an opportunity to go eat lunch with her and someone else, but like, I'm not doing that. I want to work out. I want to go work out. Before, I would like maybe delay it, but I was no, I'm gonna go work out and go for the one-on-one, because I'm not being friends though. I'm still gonna set a man to woman vibe. And even though she says no to the man to woman vibe, at least she knows that I was always interested in her as a woman. So next time she reaches out to me, she knows it's gonna be a man to woman vibe, and she's reaching out to me as a woman to man vibe. Right? I'm not being friend zoned anymore. I used to be friend zoned by first love, and I've been friend zoned for 6 years, and that stuff is brutal. Because the funny thing is, you create all these storylines that you'll eventually date her, and you never do. I actually ended up dating her, but it was kind of like lucky, and actually even back then, I just became a better guy. I lost weight, I got into the Air Force Academy, and I kind of got popular in school my senior year, and now she started looking at me, right? And looking back, man, I should have known my own worth. And I'm not saying we're better than these beautiful women. I'm not saying that as men. Don't get too cocky, right? What I'm saying is that know your worth, right? Know when to not chase, and get the hint. I think the issue with guys is like, especially these guys, sometimes coaches give you advice, go after what you want, maybe she's not rejecting you, be positive, keep going. No, at some point you have to realize she is saying no, okay? And when a girl, like, it's like this, when we want to get to know a guy, like a friend, like if the guy doesn't want to talk with you, are you gonna keep calling him like 3 times or keep texting him, hey, why aren't you messing me, bro? You don't want to be friends with me? No, you're not gonna do that, right? Same thing with a girl. After 3 times, like that's the magic number, 3 times, if she's not giving you the hint, she's kind of like, yo, I'm not interested, you gotta let it be. And it's funny because I heard this from a girl. She's like, oh, that's obvious. She, like, if she really wants to meet you, she'll make time for you. If she really is attracted to you, she will meet with you. You could always do these crazy things, like crazy events. Let's say you have an exclusive party or exclusive event, whatever, or you're friends with a celebrity. You could use those other things to bring her out and to get a chance, right? But it's a lot easier to talk and connect with the girl who's coming out for you with coffee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could it's not wasting your time because you still got her out, right? If you got her out, you always have a chance, but she still came out for that hook, right? The carrot, right? Let's say you had a big event, a secret party. Let's say you got into one of those secret venues like Soho House and you brought her out. She's still coming out. Yes, she still came out lit out for you because she didn't like you at all. She wouldn't come out, but the event or the place played a big part. You want the girl to eventually come out for just you, right? She dresses up, although this just for coffee, that means she likes you. And usually, guys, sometimes that's better than chasing a girl hard. And I know there's it's a balance though, because I do think when guys first start out the journey, you gotta learn how to actually like chase a little bit, so you know how to, like make a girl who doesn't like you. But at some point, I think there's like a plateauing where you just have to become a better man. So I hope that helps. That is how I personally think that you can never get rejected, is just become better so she comes back to you, or you actually get a girl that's better than her or the better fit for you or is actually more your type and the one you actually want. So hope that helps, guys. Captain Daniel,